Well, surprise, surprise. Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Milligan?
Yes, it is.
Hi, it's Chris from Molina Healthcare.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I was going to give you a call. I didn't know if you were going to call me or if you were going to have me call you. So
Well, I looked at the clock and said, I better call.
I appreciate it. It is getting close to 11. I wanted to share with you that I am in the middle of filing criminal charges against my neighbors. There's been a lot of things that have gone on that have actually caused all of the hospitalizations that I've encountered. So there have been 24 within 5 years. And
24?
yeah, it's a very serious problem. Because I believe I've been misdiagnosed, and I'm having a very challenging time getting the police to help me with the crime that's happening in the neighborhood. Two people posed as Secret Service and told lies about me to my neighbor.
Oh, my.
It's really a problem. And I have proof of the crime being committed in 911 transcripts. So.
Okay, so you're saying a couple Social Security guys security people came up?
No, they were imposters of the Secret Service. Yeah, they pretended to be the Secret Service.
So, and this is your neighbors?
It happened to my neighbor and to me because they met with me too. So I was scammed, and I caught the scam right away, but my neighbor is still scammed, and I can't get the police to help me. The police call my claim of crimes delusional beliefs. And this has caused a great number of the hospitalizations that I've experienced. So that's kind of a problem that I'm still working with the Department of Inspector General. And there is an open case about these imposters in my neighborhood. But I wanted to make you guys aware of what is going on, because I feel it actually constitutes something that's similar to healthcare fraud, because they're abusing the probate court by doing all these hospitalizations. Abusing the power of the probate court to perform stays of detention. I mean,
it's my phone or your phone keeps getting cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I apologize, sir.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's probably mine. I'm on the phone all the time, so I have a headset.
Yeah. You got that Bluetooth thing?
No, I actually have a whole big headset on,
Oh, wow.
And the wires to it. I wonder if there's a short in it or something. So, I want wireless ones.
They are convenient, that is for sure. So basically, yes, about the imposters, and I'm actually going down and filing charges against the police because of inaction, negligence. So that's kind of what is going on with, it's kind of what's going on with the situation. What I need from Molina is, I am currently not on any food assistance, and I would like to get set up for that. And I believe because I don't have any income that I qualify for energy discounts as well. So those are things that could in the immediate future help. I'm looking at having to sell my home in order to make ends meet, and that's because I'm currently not working. So what I need to also do is to try and find some employment, and that's maybe another area where you guys could help out.
I can give you places to go and things of that nature.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll be glad to give you some input on that. So food assistance, you're not on Social Security?
No, I didn't put into Social Security because I'm a teacher, or I was a teacher for 22 years.
You paid into PERS.
Right. Well, I cashed it all out. So I've been living on it the last couple of years. So I've had.
How long were you a teacher?
22 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I give you all the credit.
Oh, thanks.
For dealing with those kids.
I really appreciate it. Yeah. What's going on is my neighbors are trying to get me to move out of my home because of a history of drug use. So they are continuing to call the police and NetCare and causing all of these hospitalizations. So that's.
So they want you to sell your house?
Yeah, because they think I'm doing drugs in my house, and they don't want drugs in their neighborhood. Right.
Drugs on what part? Your part or theirs?
Right. On my part.
No, I didn't know. Are they selling drugs or using drugs over there?
No, they're not, and I'm not using or selling over here.
Saying that you are.
Exactly. Well, that's what the imposters probably told my neighbors was going on. Do you see the problem of my neighbor being scammed? Yeah. So that is the issue that I'm dealing with, and this neighbor is not being very cooperative or talking with me about the situation because she's scammed and has probably been told not to talk to me. So it's been very challenging to get her to understand the truth of being scammed. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with.
All right. Now, let me go over your assessment that you did with, I think it was, Andrea. She's very good. I like Andrea.
Yeah, she was very helpful, and I was extremely pleased that Molina assigned me a case worker because this has really gotten out of control. And it's criminal in nature what has happened. And the reason that I have a diagnosis is because there were no reports on file with the police. The police have blocked me from reporting the crime of the imposters to them for years, because this happened in 2019. I found out in June 2021 that this happened, that they lied about things.
You found out in June of 21?
Yes, and I've been trying nonstop from the police to get their help since November 2nd of last year, and they ignore me completely, and they do not help, and they do not resolve the crime that I have a suspect of, because I have a license plate number. So.
Because you have a license plate number?
Yes. My neighbor continues to meet with this man because she's scammed. So he keeps coming back into the neighborhood and meeting with her. So I got his so I got his license plate number.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Good.
So now I have a suspect, and the police are not addressing the situation. Hopefully they will soon, because I've got all the information correct, and hopefully my neighbor will cooperate, because she doesn't know that she's been scammed. It's a huge mess. So.
Oh my. So this has been going on a long time, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It really has. And the police have been of no help at all. And they call all of my claims of crime delusional beliefs. That's what's causing all these hospitalizations. But I have proof of the crime. Well, I've got proof of the crime. So, you know, it's actual crime. They're not delusional beliefs. So I'm having a very challenging time getting the police to look into things, and they just simply deny it. So that's why I'm filing charges against the police today in court. Down at the prosecutor's down at the prosecutor's office. That's the next step that I need to take. So
you don't have any. Do you pay a house payment?
yes, I do. I pay a mortgage. I own my home.
And that's why you're probably not getting assistance.
Is that true?
Because it probably is.
I've never applied for it before.
I was just getting ready. Have you ever applied?
No, I have not.
Okay. Are you computer savvy?
I'm not that great at it, but I am getting better. So, if you have a website.
You can apply online.
Huh.
Yeah.
What is the.
Yeah, I did it for my neighbor. I helped her out.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, let me get the website for you.
Okay.
I think it's Job and Family Services. But I want to make sure I tell you correctly. Franklin County, Ohio. All right. Let's get website. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
It's JFS.
Yes.
Ohio.
Okay.
.gov.
Okay.
And so when you go on there, you can go to food assistance, Medicaid, cash. But you're on Medicaid.
Right.
You should be able. So food assistance, go underneath that tab and it says apply for benefits.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds
and
good.
You can do that.
Okay.
So we got that taken care of.
Yay.
That's good. We got it down.
It is.
But let's see. We'll see how things go. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see how things go. If anything happens, then we can work on that together.
That sounds good. Yeah, I've been trying to find a lawyer, and it's been very challenging because of the diagnosis I've been given. Because it's a
You have to tell them.
Well, it's part of the case, and it would come up because my neighbors all think that I am mentally ill, and yes,
And that's
so
not. You're not.
no, I've just been misdiagnosed because the doctors saw no reports filed with the police. You see what I mean? Because they blocked me. So, I do not believe I actually have the diagnosis that I do. I've never had a history of a mental illness until neighbors started calling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look up.
So I don't know if I'm sorry.
You're not involved with any providers. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
do that.
you're fine.
You're not involved in any mental health treatment or anything of that nature?
No, I did meet with a psychologist at the end of my discharge of the most recent hospitalization in August, but typically I have not taken the opportunity to have a counselor or a psychologist to speak with. You know, because the problem is not necessarily my problem. It is a problem with the neighbors and the police. So it's been very challenging getting support.
that you said to me
Mm-hmm.
in your last hospitalization. But I'm going through everything right now just to double check.
Yeah,
They pink slipped you.
they always do. They always do. That's the thing. And my neighbor has abused the power of the NetCare, the NetCare access group here in Columbus. And I think what is happening is she will call the police, or friends will call the police, going off of what I post on Facebook, and never actually speaking with me, concerned, and then the police go ahead and contact NetCare. NetCare comes out to the neighborhood. Guess who they speak with? My neighbor who's trying to get me moved, the one that's scammed. So, yeah.
Really hard to deal with.
Well, they keep using her as the collateral to cause the hospitalization to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I need to get that stopped.
I'm writing as we're talking.
Okay.
So using her as...
For instance, one time in the fall of 2020, there were 4 hospitalizations within 6 weeks. I'll let you catch up.
Okay, so in 2020...
Yep, in the fall.
1, 2... Well, you had 1 in May.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, let me go back to 2020. You had 1 in January.
Mm-hmm.
1 in May.
Mm-hmm.
8/20 to 8/20 were OSU.
Mm-hmm.
But then they went to Sun. So that's 3.
Right.
And 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then in 2021, the whole 2021, you had 1.
Right.
But let me see if this was even a mental health diagnosis. But
Yeah, they always have been. It's unspecified schizophrenia. That's what I've been diagnosed. That's what I've been misdiagnosed with. No?
Schizoaffective disorder.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Whichever it is, I want to get off the psychotropic medicine because I'm not actually I'm not actually a schizophrenic.
So you don't have regular hallucinations. You hear people
No.
talking to you.
No.
Do you? Okay. Like a couple. Arista injections.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you get your injection on the 1st of September?
Yes, that was in the hospital.
Okay, good.
So I need to figure out when my next one is. I know that I've been given a appointment date, but I don't have that in front of me right now.
Oh, that's fine.
So I know it's coming up though.
Where do you go for your appointment?
Southeast.
Good.
So I need to find out when my next appointment is. Normally they call and let me know with a reminder. Yes.
Usually shots are once a month. So if you got it the 1st of September,
Mm-hmm.
you might get it the 1st of October.
Right, which is right around the corner.
It sure is.
Yep.
Sure is.
So I need to give them a call. That's one of the things that I've got. I know, isn't it crazy?
I know. So basically, the biggest healthcare goal that you want to work on is what? What about your healthcare that you think is something, oh, I really need to work on that right now?
Well, I want my freedom of health back. I don't want the police to continue pink slipping me or taking me into a mental hospital when that's not what I need.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
So that would be my health goal.
Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest. I don't have any control over that.
Right. That's what I'm working on.
Yes. taking your medication every day?
I don't take any right now because I only have the injection. That is the treatment plan. The whole treatment plan is the injection. Oh, you're talking about levothyroxine? Yes, I do take that.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
And your divoproax?
No, I do not have that. Right.
Okay. So the levothyroxine cannot say these doggone words. If they tell me the generic name, I would know it.
Right.
Or the brand name, but these are generic names that I think. So it looks like the last time you got your levothyroxine filled was 7/14.
I have some right now.
Yeah. So we went to the urgent care.
Yes. I've had wax in my ears and I tried to get it out and I made the situation worse. So I had to have my ears cleaned out. That was recent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the 15th. I was make sure everything's okay.
Yep.
So you saw your doctor the 29th, the 30th, Springs. Okay. Looks like you're taking care of everything. You got a family doctor, right?
Yes, I do, Dr. Persinger. Is he able to overturn a diagnosis given in a hospital? Do you know who?
No, you wouldn't. I talked to your psychiatrist.
Okay, I have, and she said that she cannot reverse the diagnosis. She doesn't have the authority to do that. So who would I be able to?
Is that Dr. Nahar?
No. Dr. Nahar works at Dublin Springs, and that's the hospital that I went to. The person that I'm seeing is, what's her name? Darn it. She's at Southeast. She does the meds management.
Oh, does she?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So,
sounds like you're taking care of that.
It is good, but she can't reverse the diagnosis. That's the problem. So, how would I do that? Who do I need to speak with about doing that? Or getting off of the medicine that has been assigned by the hospital?
What did they assign you to for the hospital?
Well, whenever I go in for the hospitalizations, that's when they start mandating medication.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have to give that support.
Right. Which is what my neighbors have done.
So why don't we work on the mental health issue?
Because that's not the problem. The problem is crime.
Okay.
The problem is crime that's happened, and I'm trying to address that. So there is not any schizoaffective or whatever you said it was. There is no disorder. That's not what's going on. But the problem is that I'm mandated to take medicine, and every time that the police notices that I'm not compliant, that's when they file with NetCare.
How would they know if you're not taking your medicine, though?
Because they get a phone call from somebody, probably a neighbor, and they take anonymous phone calls. So you don't need to leave your name with the police if you're calling and you're concerned about somebody. So they do the wellness check, and then the wellness check typically causes them to file stays of detention. And that's been the pattern that's been going on and on and on for all of this time. And I need it stopped. Yeah.
I wish I could help you with that.
Yeah. If you know of a lawyer that I can speak with, that would be ideal. Or if there's somebody in the legal department, maybe that I can speak with, that would be of a great help.
Yeah. With our legal department, we usually denials, things of that nature with providers, or if something happened with a member,
Right.
then that's what they deal in. So I would suggest that you call legal aid.
Mm-hmm. I have, and
Or
yep, go ahead.
Or the bar association.
Yeah.
I would call Franklin County Bar Association.
Yep, I've got the number right in front of me because I went down to the.
And they can give you names and stuff.
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm in the process of doing.
Yeah. So maybe they'll be able to help you out with your claim or case.
I certainly hope so.
I do too. Because I would hate for anything like that to happen. You know, that it doesn't get taken care of, or, you know, the hospitalizations continue.
Right. It's been a nightmare.
We really want to work on that.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
So we could talk about, we could even work on keeping those hospitalizations down.
Yep, and that would be the police actually dealing with crime, as opposed to saying that it's a mental illness, because they think that my claim of crimes are delusional beliefs, but I have the proof in 911 transcripts that it's real crime, and I was the victim of defamation of character. So.
Okay.
So that's what's going on.
I'm so sorry you've had to go through all that.
Thanks, Christina. I appreciate it.
I am so sorry. You can call me Chris.
Okay, Chris. Thanks.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh. So anyways, what about medical problems? Do you have, it says hypothyroid. So do you have, issues with your thyroid, or do you have high cholesterol?
No.
Do you have any kind of heart issues?
No, I do not. That's why the levothyroxine has been prescribed, and that's at 88 macrograms, which is a very minuscule, small dose. So I have not developed any issues with that. The main thing that I want to focus on is my freedom of health and having the ability to choose what I take or do not take in my life. And I currently do not have that choice. It's been taken away with the psychiatric hospitalizations. And I need that stopped.
So those are the two goals. How about that? About staying out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, then, and medications.
What about medications? Because I'm trying to get off of them.
You need to take them.
Yes, that is correct.
So you say you don't need them.
Correct.
Okay. So is that okay to put on our care plan?
That sounds perfect. That sounds excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad we got that done. Any drug use? Any alcohol use?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, it does say you smoke.
Yes, about a half pack a day.
Okay. Let's see. I'm actually going through the hospital records that they just sent for when you got discharged.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. And this was, okay, you went to September 16th. That's not it, because you already went, didn't you? To Southeast.
Mm-hmm. I need to call and find out when my...
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. You take the levothyroxine, 88 micrograms. It's Synthroid. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay, now I know.
Yep.
It's for your thyroid.
Exactly.
And erythritol. Every 8 weeks. Oh, you get it every 8 weeks.
Oh, good.
Oh, do you have a cream? It must be for your psoriasis.
No, I don't have any psoriasis anymore. That's an old one. That's an old prescription.
Oh, they didn't give you none at the hospital?
I didn't need it because I don't have any psoriasis right now.
Okay.
So when they did the skin check, they did not go ahead and add that in the list of medications to take. Or maybe they didn't remove it.
They did. They removed it when you got,
Yeah.
Take this home to your pharmacy to pick up your medication. Okay, that's good. Warning signs of frustration, not being listened to. I get that.
Yeah.
Coping strategies, music, journaling, reaching out for help. It sounds like you do that.
Yep.
Hiking, golf, tennis. You like to do all that?
Absolutely. It's been very difficult because I'm on a string budget right now, because I'm paying for everything out of my retirement account. So it's been challenging to get through this stage in life.
I bet it has. Okay. Oh, your therapist. Last name is Taylor? Or Taylor is your therapist. Psychiatrist is T-A-L-E-A?
Talia.
There we go.
Yes.
Now I know how to... Okay, that's your psychiatrist.
Yes, and she is unable to change the diagnosis.
Right.
So I need to find out or have an appointment with somebody that I can meet with that can reverse the hospital diagnosis.
Gotcha. I gotcha. I had another person that wanted this done too.
Huh.
Because she didn't believe. Yes. Yeah. They didn't believe in, what was going on.
Right. Yeah, because I'm being forced medication right now, and I do not want that.
Right.
I want to be able to choose my own instead of my doctor choosing for me.
Now, notice of hearing, so that's where that went.
What happens is I get notifications for going to court with the stays of detention, and I just choose to stay in the hospital until they release me. And that's why you don't see many probate court documents.
No.
Right.
If they add them in with our medical records, we get it, but if not,
right,
then we don't.
Yeah. So that's why you don't see a lot of court documents in there, because I've just chosen to stay a majority of times, unless I felt I had a winning case to be discharged. And what I've discovered is, in fact, that it's very challenging to do that, and the records are stacked against me as far as doing that at a competency hearing because of all the previous paperwork.
So listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, when you went to the hearing at the end of August.
Yes.
I don't know if you can still do this or not, but I think it's more towards your court hearing that you can have an attorney. Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for your hearing.
Yep, it's only for the hearings.
Yes.
And they're
I was reading through everything.
And they're appointed by the state.
Yes.
So they can't.
Is it the state or the county?
County, I believe. I think. Yes, because it's the probate court for Franklin County. I mean, as silly as it seems, moving out of the county would be a solution to not have this happen anymore.
Sure.
I don't want to be shoved out of the home that I've established since my mid-20s, you know. I mean,
Wow.
I've lived in Columbus my whole adult life. So I don't want to leave Columbus, but this whole scenario has really been a problem, and I need to get it resolved.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, I was gonna say, even I don't know how you feel about this, but even moving from somewhere into an apartment, do you think that would be?
Maybe right now, I have a 15-year mortgage, and even though my mortgage is close to $1,600 a month, at the end of the day, it only cost me $750 each month to live where I live. That's because
Oh, wow.
that much comes off of the principal amount that I owe. So when I sell my house, I will get that money back. So right now it's only costing me $750 to live each month. So
That's nice.
moving into a rental situation where I'm paying off somebody else's mortgage and not addressing my own financial needs would actually be a worse situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm looking to do,
Explain that to me.
what I'm looking to do is to sell my home and move into a smaller home um, that I will just
Oh, okay.
purchase outright
That's what
with the equity. Yeah.
I got you. I got you. Yeah. And homes are 7% now.
I know. That's why I want to be able to avoid having to charge for them. So when I
I was
purchase a
lucky
house
enough.
outright, you don't have
I
to
was
pay
lucky
that.
enough that I refinanced last year when everybody was refinancing.
Yeah.
So I got underneath there and it's at 3.5. So I'm good with that.
Oh, that's awesome. You got in right at the right time. Yeah, when I got my mortgage, it was down to 2%. So I'm getting the house for almost no interest. It's wonderful, but I will lose that if I carry a mortgage. So I've got about $200,000 wrapped up in equity in the house. So when I sell my home, I'm going to be able to move into another house and not have a mortgage payment. So
Oh, that'll be so nice.
yes, it will be.
That'll be so nice for you to do that.
I can't wait.
I bet. I bet. But right now we got to look at what's in front of us right today.
Right.
And today you're going to go to the probate court.
I'm going to call for an appointment today. And then I'm also meeting with a realtor at 3:00 at my house to go over potential listing.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what do you think? It sounds like medically you're great,
I am in perfect health. I really am.
You are in very good health compared to a lot of my other members.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I bet.
So, and then you're going to apply for food stamps?
Yes. I'm going to get on that. Probably tomorrow, or I want to do it before Monday. That's my goal.
If you need help, you call me.
Okay. I certainly will.
And I will do the best that I can because I can only go so far on the
right.
on the application.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only go so far without you doing it. But anyway, and I think we're going to need to send you a list of food banks.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
I think so too. Now, do you have an email?
I do. It's hard for me to keep up with my email because I get so much of it, so I try to just avoid it. I get all the scam stuff.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. So if I'm not, checking email is kind of challenging for me to do.
Okay. Would you like me to mail it?
That sounds perfect. And I need to give you my new mailing address because I have a P.O. box right now.
Okay.
I'm still getting mail because I have a mailbox outside of my home. But if I move, I'm going to keep the P.O. box. So you guys should probably have it. Are you able to change that on my profile?
Change your address.
Okay.
In here, the problem is every month we get a report from Job and Family Services.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't changed your address with them, we still get the old address.
Gotcha.
So even if I do change it, it's going to revert right back to next month.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you could, either call Job and Family Services, make an appointment, I would, suggest that you take something that has your address on it, so you can get all this done. But I don't know if they're taking inpatient or in-person appointments.
Yeah.
You can call.
Okay.
You can call Job and Family Services and try to get it done. I've had a lot of people tell me that they're on there for quite some time.
Gotcha.
Or they can't get a hold of anybody. So
Right.
I have your address at 434 Midgard.
That is my physical address, yes.
Okay. I
Yep.
just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
All right. And your birthday 4/23/73.
You got it.
You're a little older than my sister. You're a couple years older. So, anyway, is there anything else you can think of?
I think that covers it for right now. I really appreciate the phone call.
Absolutely. And you are welcome to call me anytime during the week.
Perfect.
If I don't answer, please leave a message.
Sounds
and
good.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you for your help.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah. I definitely will leave the information. Are you able to help as far as being a connector to potential employment?
I can give you places to go, but I don't have any affiliation with any employers.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think Job and Family Services has job assistance.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So
those are the people. Yeah. Looks like I've got to give them a call very soon here.
Well, we'll keep on top of this stuff. How about if we go from here?
Sounds good. Thanks, Chris. Have a great day.
All right. You too. Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
My healthcare company is one of the best companies I've ever encountered in my life. And it's a Medicaid company. I've got to get this problem addressed and stopped because all these hospitalizations are happening and they're not medically necessary. I'm living in a nightmare and nobody is helping me. And an imposter feeding my neighbor continues to talk to the police and says, the government said. I need this stopped. and the police are the ones to stop it. They better fucking do their job.